GSL Code S. In the upper right, we have our Zerg player. He is...
Your Flash Wolves Leenock.
He is going for 9 cool.
Sick.
I
Quick
like
rush.
it. I was hoping that
Sneakery.
he'd mix a cheese in.
Sneaky Leenock.
I think you've got to do this against someone as good as Hero. Mix a cheese in.
The Leenock-topus.
That's right.
With his tentacles on every strat. In the bottom left, our Protoss.
CJN2's hero, Kim Junho.
How many tickles does it take to make a Leenock-topus laugh?
Tentacles.
No, just one tickle. He's very ticklish. What are you talking about, tentacles?
Okay,
Tasteless.
Forge. Against this quick pull. This pull's almost done.
Quite a quick pull. And that probe's going to find out what's going on pretty quickly here. So he's going to want to get a cannon up at home immediately. I really like that Leenock did choose to do something like this here. Especially because this is a map like we saw last time from Hero, that he went Nexus first into Gateway, and like this build would just crush that. And the thing is, Hero seems to be like way too smart to do that build twice in a row. It looks like he may have done it in the first game to possibly bait out this in the second series, or in the first series versus the second series.
Yeah. Well, here come the Lings now. Headed down here to the bottom left, and Zerg's just going to go ahead and drone up behind this, get an expansion up. Oh, looks like he might get denied.
Oh my god, I'm actually crazy. That was someone else against Leenock that did that. Anyways, oh man, I had just seen it, so I'm like, oh yeah, that's really smart. Never mind.
Denial, really nice.
Yeah, looks like he's safe.
And let's see if the Lings just go ahead and try to get that probe anyways. Oh, nope, he gets it.
Go again, Lings.
Do it again, do it again.
They may. Both of them bluffing at each other.
Mad dogging each other. All right, forces it again.
Wow.
This is a lot of cancels early on here.
Yeah, it is. That's already like he almost got a probe or something, 50 minerals at
Are you
least.
serious? If he does it one more time.
75 minerals. Gone,
do it again. All right, there's that pylon taken out now. Protoss is supply blocked here, and there was no zealot making, so that probe is still there. Do it again.
Yeah. You can see how many times you can poke the bear.
We got the core now down here. Protoss still supply blocked.
Does find this scouting probe out on the map. Double hatchery on the way. You know, I do have to say, good situation here for Hero.
Yeah, it's a really good situation for Hero, actually. He's doing a good job. The Leenock's been handling it pretty well so far.
Zealot on the way so that that probe can get off guard duty.
And he's just doing some scouting. He's getting confirmation. Okay, 3 hatches coming up here. No weird 2-hatch cheese. Zerg could still try to be aggressive here.
I got, you know, after I said guard duty there, I thought of kind of an interesting question. Tasus, if you ever went to prison, what would it be for?
Murder.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, there you go.
Whoa.
I'd be there for murder for sure.
Yeah,
Murdering
okay.
another nerd.
Okay.
Several nerds.
Okay. Interesting.
Several nerds who thought they could, you know, thought they would take me on.
I didn't know what you'd say. I don't know what I expected you to say, but okay.
If you go to jail, what would it be for?
Something I didn't do.
Oh, that's so cute. I'm like, yep, murder. Now, the Stalkers and the Zealots are coming out here. He's doing a good job with the Harass, actually, even keeping that Zealot alive. Nicely done. The Oracle's being made here.
Yeah, we'll see what he can get done with that Oracle. Oracle, popular build there for Squirtle earlier on.
And the Extractors are finishing up here. They're both just, you know, getting everything else set up to go into that late game. It is cross spots. So unlike the game with Leenock against Squirtle, we probably won't have an end game that looks like the last one.
Yeah, I don't think we will at all. And in fact, I feel like Hero may have chosen to go for the Oracle after watching Leenock against Squirtle, saying, wow, if I got in that position against Leenock, I would kill him. And I think he's actually right. Like, that was a game that Leenock probably shouldn't have won after Squirtle defended against the Mutas as well as he did.
I think Squirtle was almost in denial for parts of that game. Like, he's like, no, I'm not actually losing this, am I?
It's pretty rough. And look at this.
Damn.
This Oracle actually doing a great job. Look at that. 5 kills. That's really great. He's even able to get this base up now with only 1 Ling on the map. Not too likely that Leenock's going to be able to force a cancel on that.
Yeah, not too likely at all.
Yeah, Hero's doing a really good job here.
All right, here comes the Void Rays being chronoed out.
Yeah, we'll see how many he makes. He should be going in Colossus tech pretty quickly here.
Yeah, he should be.
I'd be really surprised if he didn't.
It doesn't look like Zerg's going to even attempt to shut down the 3rd base for the Protoss.
Yeah, I think at this point...
This is going to be a pretty passive game overall for the early game if you just subtract the Oracle.
Yeah, I would like to see him just take a 4th pretty soon here. Because, you know, if you can't stop that 3rd... Well, he's making a Hydralisk Den, so we might see him try to stop it eventually, but I feel like he should be taking a 4th here. Oh my god, how does he find this every time? He's like, well, there probably should be drones hatching, go to the natural right now from the 3rd.
Yeah. Well, it was Squirtle that got it last time. I mean...
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess.
But, yeah, I mean, these guys are doing a really good job with the Oracles, just totally honing in on these drones as they're being transferred. Upgrades now coming out here. He's getting range now. This is different than the Leenock that we saw who was going for, you know, for instance, Mass Ling early on.
Yeah, with that macro hatch, I think he's decided that he is going to just make a bunch of units off 3 base and go for it. Yeah. Well, Colossus on the way. A 2nd Stargate and a 3rd Stargate coming up. So this is going to be Void Ray Colossus against a Ling Hydra and possibly some Roaches attack. And it looks like it's going to go into Corruptor from there. So I think at least there is the possibility he's actually going Ling Hydra into Muta. But I feel like with that macro hatch, he has to go for an actual attack.
The Void Rays now just pushing out these Overlords. I think you're right, though, about that attack, that timing coming up here. And this could get there before the Colossi actually have that Thermal Lance upgrade. Let's see, though. You know, the positioning for this 3rd to the 2nd is a little bit weird, so... he might be able to get in there and do some extra damage. Well,
a lot of Roaches on the way.
Yep,
is taking that 4th base now. See what he can get done with the Roaches. I don't think much until speed is done at least.
Well, there's probably not much of a point until speed's done because they can't reinforce as well, you know?
Yeah.
Now, he does see those few Roaches, which is usually an indicator of something coming up here.
But with the Void Rays already coming out, the Roaches aren't going to be very scary at all. There are a few Hydras on the map, but it feels like the Hydras are much more defensive, especially considering... Oh, wow, they got the Oracle, so they did their job.
Nicely done.
Especially considering he didn't get any of their upgrades like speed or range.
No, he didn't send the Hydras in that group because they've been tagged by the Oracle. So there's a large number of Zerg units out here that Hero does not know is going to be there.
So, you know, Leenock decided not to do anything too aggressive. He got the macro hatch. I feel like he just could have, based on the speed of that 3rd Nexus after an Oracle, I feel like he should have made the 4th hatchery at his 4th instead of a macro hatch then the 5th hatchery at his 4th, because there was 0% chance that Hero could really attack it. And the fact that he went right into Hydras means that he could have potentially stopped a Void Ray attack up there anyways. So I feel like his economy is a little bit slower than it could have been. You know? I guess in some ways it was like extra safe and stuff.
He's got his own. He's got a very different rhythm than a lot of these other players.
That's true.
You know, sometimes I'm watching him do stuff and I'm like, I don't know if that's the right way to do it. But then when I see him doing it, it definitely works for him. You know?
Yeah. Well, if it's within his understanding of the game and he knows what to do with it, that oftentimes is more important than doing something that's theoretically better or more correct.
He is going to turtle up so hardcore.
It looks like
93 drones, by the way.
That's a lot of drones.
It's a lot of drones, man. Well, it was 93 a second ago, now it's 91.
Yeah. When you make that many drones, that means that you're going to bank up minerals for a bit and then add a bunch of crawlers normally.
Well, he's going to be able to get this Nexus. Now, the hatchery, this is not a big deal to lose since he's still got you know, additional bases up at the top.
Well, I think he's going to zap it and then warp home to save that Nexus. He doesn't want to lose that.
There we go.
Yeah. But if he lost that Nexus, that would actually be really bad.
That would be disastrous.
Yeah. Leenock would suddenly be ahead. But to kill that 5th base and then get home and save his base, that's really nice. He's still got a healthy 68 probes, now 71 even. Still, though, very good economy for Leenock. Taking another base up in that top left area.
Leenock is just investing in the late game here. I mean, he's... I mean, whatever works for him, right? You know?
99 drones.
Yeah. And a bitch ain't one. Yeah, I mean, he is just going to sit back and mass up a massive amount of units.
He's going Corruptor Drone right now. Just throw that out there.
Corruptor Drone. That's like a thing you go. I'm going Corruptor Drone.
Well, you know, when you turn them all into colonies, everything that kills colonies, well, the Corruptors kill, I guess, you know?
Yeah.
And he's, like, made so many Corruptors. Like, this is actually real. He actually is going Corruptor Drone. It's not even a joke. Like, those Void Rays really doing a good job, though.
Okay, so now Hero's going to push out, and this is a comparable situation to what we saw with Squirtle, right? Squirtle is getting close to this kind of death ball. It doesn't have like the Archons and the Void Rays yet, but if this game continues in this way, it might end up like that. Corruptors doing a great job here. Ooh. Oh, that was a big hit there, though, for Hero.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Those Void Rays really, like, there's only 3 in there, but the amount of damage they're doing is massive here.
Okay, nice. Shot down one Colossus. A second one goes down. Now, keep in mind, he's making a lot of roaches here. And if he gets his last Colossus, he does.
Yeah, now he can back up behind these colonies a little bit while he masses up some actual units.
Here come those roaches now.
Well, he's going to take out the Void Rays. It's going to make his roaches a lot stronger, but still, that army very scary from here, and he's definitely going to be able to pick off this hatch. So
there's no mothership core this, so if he gets trapped up here with a large number of roaches, I mean, he can lose a lot.
He just that one Immortal in there, and then these Stalkers
it's making a big difference.
Yeah, they're doing such a good job against the roaches. Corruptor's just kind of fighting Phoenixes, not really that impactful for this battle, to be honest. A lot more roaches on the way, but he's on 3 base against 3 base calling Roach. Oh, man.
Oh, man. You know what? I was wondering about the turtling from Leenock like this. I mean, this is not a map where you can just sit back and make a few spines and not be attacked. I mean, there's actually a lot of little avenues to attack into somebody here. You saw, for instance, the spores there in kind of the middle of the map, and I'm thinking, like, well, he could just go around that, right? And yeah, I guess he can.
Well, yeah, he went around and killed the place that didn't have the crawlers.
Yeah.
So, like, it turns out that, you know, a completely Corruptor army doesn't stop Blink Stalkers. Kind of a weird game from Leenock with what he chose to do, but it's... I do find this very interesting because we've never seen anything quite like that, like 100 drones, 4 bases, and a bunch of Corruptors, like 19 Corruptors he had.
Oh my god, he's making them dance. Oh, look at that. Maybe he shouldn't have done that. Well, let's see. It looks like he should still... Well, actually, no, the Hydras. There's a good number of Hydras here.
Wouldn't that be funny?
He's like, why did I do that? Now? Why did I do that? He said, why did I do that? I should have actually focused in here. Too much adrenaline. Uh-oh.
Well, the game does go on.
Yeah.
Leenock does have that other base in the top left, so even though he lost a base and quite a few units, at least he still has some economy going. He definitely has a lot more supply than his opponent. Is Leenock going to win this game anyways, Tasteless? Wouldn't that be funny,
That
Tasteless?
would be so funny. I mean, Heroes should be primed to win this, though. I mean, he's going to get this hatch, for example, right up here. By the way, Leenock expanded again to the top center, but not in the formidable position he was in. Like, much earlier, we were like, wow, I mean, he might just bring this to the end game and make it work.
He's got like a decent ground army, but a decent ground army for 10 minutes ago. This is... The thing is, even though he killed off a lot of Hero's stuff, Hero's still on 3 bases and can easily make an army that beats Roach Hydra. So Leenock, while re-expanding here, has to also tech up. He cannot just sit on layer tech right now, and he is getting the hive. So I think he's probably going to just grab some Vipers because they would do the best job the most quickly to complement the Roach Hydra composition he has right now.
Yeah. Oh, peekaboo nerd. A little Roach down there, making that fourth a little bit harder to get. Now, Leenock's got a lot of money banked up here, Artosis. 2K and 1.3.
Yeah, he does a good job of that.
Yeah.
Well, he's also he's doing that thing again where he's saving his money until he decides exactly what he wants. I do wonder what he's going to get, actually. Would he go straight into Ultra from here?
Well, he was upgrading the range attack, right? Was that what
he has +2 range, I believe, but not a hive yet, so he started the carapace, so I don't think that really points towards it. But, I mean, the carapace would obviously be good for an Ultra.
Where's his observer? He has three out, and there's not one with the army.
Oh, man. Just got to fix that. That Roach has been worth a lot. He wanted to build next there a long time ago.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like, I would say a minute ago, or even more than maybe a minute 30 ago or something. It might have been more, yeah, than
a minute, yeah.
That's like a long time to deny that.
Now, with the Protoss moving out, there could be a timing for the Zerg to come in here and hit that third base.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'd hit that.
Shut down the Nexus. I'd tap that.
Tap? No, hit.
Hit that. I'd hit that. Recalled.
Yeah, nice defensive recall there, sending some of his Stalkers off to go see what they can get done.
But it's still a lot of Zerg units.
It certainly is.
Over there at that expansion. He backs up.
Yeah, may have misclicked there for just a moment. But these Stalkers doing a great job over there in the meantime, trying to get some harassment done with the Zealots. That's going to be dealt with the Mutas, though.
There's a lot of killed drones.
Yeah, it is. But still, his drone count isn't too low just because he did make so many early on.
Consider he started out with 93 at one point in time, and now he's down to 52.
Yeah, overall he has lost quite a few this game, hasn't he? Well, Corruptor's on the way. It would be so funny if Leenock just like wins this game.
Going back to that moment where the Stalkers were dancing. Yeah. I mean, you know how Stalkers are. It could start to snowball if you just do just enough damage. It's like, this is the point of no return.
He micros perfectly there, like does that attack end at that moment? Who knows?
Yeah.
You know, if I was an almighty being, I would take so many different situations in these games and go back in the replay and, like, you know, the resume from replay thing, just be like, all right, don't dance here. Just do it. Just kill him.
Yeah, let's see how
and
this
see
game
if you
goes.
can kill him. You know, I'd love to. Or, like, you know, maybe he doesn't kill him there because there were a lot of units popping out, but does, like, significantly more damage. Anyways.
Well, you know, it would be really interesting to see that. I also love it when games like this happen where someone does dance, and then because of that they lose the game. Oh, yeah. I'm like, oh, well, this is a great story, isn't it?
Oh, God. There was this one Code A match I cast with Wolf that, like, Ruin put a big pylon S in the map against Sulky when he was winning on this map, and ended up barely losing.
Oh my God.
And it was so funny because the S obviously stood for Sulky. Oh my God, a big mistake there. Taking a lot of extra damage he shouldn't have, but he does blink up, realizing his army is too strong to lose here. The Muta's doing some work.
Yeah, right now Zerg actually has a massive supply dip, by the way. 122 to 158, but he can remake that pretty quickly here.
Yeah, he has a big bank, so he's going to be able to bring his supply right back up.
Zealot Harass looking very nice.
Doesn't really have any defense at those extra bases, and Hero's punishing him for that.
Well,
Hero, both players actually being a little bit sloppy here. You know, with that misclick from Hero, walking into that army, taking extra damage, and 25 mutas on the way. Wow, that's a lot of mutastasis.
Yeah. Damn, you know, Leenock is just so good at this. It's almost weird endgame.
Yeah.
You know? What's interesting, too, is he always knows how to get there.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen... this is
maybe it's just he doesn't know how to get to a normal endgame.
It's possible,
so he always ends up here and he's good at it.
I think this might be too many mutas.
This is a lot of mutas.
This is a lot, right? Yeah.
Yeah, he backs up for a moment with the mutas to let the Corruptors do some more damage. And the mutas starting to kill off all of these Stalkers. 26 mutas against 11 Stalkers at the moment, Tasteless. He's chasing down a lot of these...
I think he might just be able to make too many more mutas. And, I mean... This is such a funny game, man. Leenock has got such a weird way of playing this game, but it does work, apparently.
Kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
Still a really weird spot that we are in this game, Tasteless, because Hero has 4 bases and Leenock has 4 bases.
4 bases, yeah.
So even though Leenock keeps doing things that are like, whoa, look at that, 25 extra mutas, he killed a lot of the army. Hero's economy is still really solid, so he's able to remake. Whereas with Squirtle, like, well, I guess it was just a completely different game, but still a very weird one.
I'm wondering, though, I don't think he can hold his bases anymore, which is what's so funny about how Leenock plays. Yeah, I guess there's just too many mutas. You can see the Protoss, it doesn't have an income that's that good, and this is a really nice snap decision here. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he was going to go down there and try to take out the 4th.
Yeah, I think he's trying not to be too greedy with this. He realizes that the Phoenix count has to be getting really, really large, and he's right. 15 Phoenixes out. But Leenock has already suspected that this would happen. He's adding infestors and going ahead. He only burrowed 1, so that's definitely a mistake. Okay, there you go. If he gets a fungal off, thing is he doesn't have... There he has the energy now. Oh my god, this could be huge. And in fact, I think Hero might feel that there's infestors there. The way that Leenock started to micro there,
it was a little bit suspect.
A little bit suspect. Doesn't necessarily know, but he did pull back, didn't he?
He's coming up now.
Yeah, this is much better for him now with the Archons there.
Yeah, the Archons are a big game changer. Oh! Missed it.
Yeah. Well, that might...
No, he still has the ability to do one more.
Yeah, he does. But with the Stalkers and Archons there, I don't think he can do it, you know?
Well, he's remaking a ground army now. But, you know, with 3 Colossi now and the Archons, I mean, he looks like he's okay. Gosh, I actually thought he was going to...
If he catches a Phoenix, he can still wipe out the Colossi, at least, with his Air Force, for sure.
Yeah.
He's making some Hydras. Huh, the Hydras. Well, I guess Roaches aren't any better in this situation, so Hydras are fine. And they definitely do help out against those Phoenixes if it comes to that. So he's going to go over here, harass into the 4th base a bit, kill off some probes. Probe count not really that high at 41. He's got to be careful about losing them.
Okay, he's coming down now. And actually, with the zoning here, oh my god, is he going to wreck this army?
Oh my god, that Archon hit so big on those clump mutas.
Yeah.
And look at this, he brings him into a choke where the Archons can't hit anything.
That was beautiful. That was so nice.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Leenock losing a lot of this army he spent a long time building up. I mean, muta's now down to 0 here.
Well, you know what? He got enough Phoenixes that he could force that battle. Leenock did the absolute best he could, considering he couldn't run against that many Phoenixes.
Yeah.
So good job on him.
Really nice there at the choke, man. That was really, really, really good. Trying to bait him out.
Yeah, well, he wants him to pop up and try to do like a fungal, but the thing is he'll just lift him if he does. Yeah. Even if you get the fungal off, both your infestors die.
Well, Zerg has remade an interesting army. Now, keep in mind, he did... wreck those Colossi earlier. God,
both these guys are really weird. Not mining much at all, Tasteless. Like, the 4th base of Hero is doing okay, and the 4th base of Leenock is doing okay. But
problem is Leenock's going to have to get another base up here as a Zerg.
Well, most Zergs would. Does Leenock have to?
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, now he's making like only infestors. I think Leenock realizes he's in this area of the game where it's like if he has enough infestors, he generally beats people.
Yeah. Well, it looks like this expansion might be taken out here. Did he remake the Mothership Core? I guess not.
No, he does have it.
He does?
I don't know where it is, though. I have no idea where it is.
I've not seen it.
But I see it on the unit tab, so...
Well...
It's not there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it is. Never mind.
Okay, so it's down there. And he's engaging now.
Well, let's see what he can get done. Those high Templars actually really zoning everything out really well. Oh man, these Fungals not really doing it.
I don't really know if he should have attacked here at all. Or
he pulls these in, yet doesn't have units to kill them with.
That was a really bad attack there. GG. Yeah, okay, we're going to game number 3.
Okay. Hero's like, whoa, that almost went bad.
That was a weird game, yeah.
It was a weird one, but Leenock showing like a lot of scrappiness once again.
Yeah. Really nicely done.
Indeed, a good game. This is an epic day of games, Tasteless.
Leenock, that game a little bit bumpier than the ones we've seen from Leenock. I love the way he gets into the end game, but you can see, even though all the Pronouncers are having a hard time dealing with it, if Leenock doesn't have enough bases by the time he's in that end game, putting you in that weird spot, Leenock doesn't win.
Yeah, he didn't defend against some of the hatchery snipes from Hero quite enough.
Yeah.
If he had defended a little bit better,
he got harassed pretty badly.
And to be honest, that last attack was Leenock really fell apart. Hero outdid him. He had those cannons helping to zone a little bit, and he had those high Templars up there, so the Vipers couldn't get any grabs. And by the time they could, the Colossus already had done too much damage and wiped out his army. Yeah. So it's too bad because I think he still had like maybe a little bit of a chance if he didn't do that attack. Or even if that attack had gone well for him, which it could have if those High Templars weren't in a very good position.
Well, the next map's going to be King Sejong Station, the map of Leenock's choice. This has been a long day, I believe. We've had some very long games.
Yeah, quite a few.
Let's see how this goes from here. By the way, up next we do have Innovation against Squirtle, which is going to be a lot of fun.
Wow,
I'm really looking forward to seeing that match.
Yeah. Really kind of hoping Innovation comes out of this group, but I'm really hoping that for both these guys too, because Leenock is looking awesome. He has such a different Zerg style. It's really fun. And of course, Hero, one of the best Protosses in the world. The Code S doesn't feel right without him.
Yeah, no kidding. Game number 3 has now loaded up on King Sejong Station. Let's see who's the first to move on to the round of 16 in our final group here today. Will it be Leenock or will it be Hero? We're going to find out soon here in the